gotta suffer failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded at the 2. Oh, able to avoid him. And now running right through it. This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and 10, Mayfield. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And this one grabbed by Darren Fowles. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39, green.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot. Hot.
First down, run with Hyde. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Second down, Mayfield. That's complete. It's Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Mayfield on first down. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. McCarron on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Green 39! Green 39! Gun!
Shotgun snap for McCarron. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
1st down, the run with Lynch. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal. And I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Barney! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 24.
Hurry up, here we go.
On the give, this is Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
56. Hurry up, here we go. 56. 319. 319.
Now McCarron throwing on second. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Detroit!
To throw, it's McCarron. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Set. 319. 319.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mayfield now on second down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's a give to Lynch. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Detroit.
On second down, Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Hyde. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Detroit!
Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Hyde is the lone man in the backfield here on 2nd and goal. Mayfield down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Detroit.
On first down, McCarron. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And the Browns getting set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
3:19. Detroit! Detroit!
They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Raiders have got him. Eddie Vanderdoes getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, here's McCarron. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Here we go now.
McCarron from the gun on third. But it's brought in by Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. And this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
All right, here we go.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. What's the edge? No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun here, McCarron. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And McCarron now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Lynch. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run again with Lynch. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the play, it's Marshawn Lynch who appears to have been shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Cooper was the target there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Gun! Set! Blue, landed! Detroit!
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's McCarron. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And McCarron now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Doug Martin, the 2-time Pro Bowler in Tampa. And he stopped immediately there. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And McCarron now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is McCarron. Now he'll escape to his left. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap for McCarron. It's caught by Roberts. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Roberts got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And again, it's McCarron. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now McCarron throwing on second. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is McCarron. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
To throw, McCarron. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Set. 319. 319.
Throwing, Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First down, Mayfield. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Play fake, Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And back to the ground. High. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
second down, Mayfield. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Let's go. 3-19. Detroit.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he fends him off. Shrugs him off. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here's Martin as him again on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Detroit!
On second down, here's McCarron. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone! Set! Green 39! Detroit!
McCarron looks to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here now, Johnny Townsend standing right on his own 5-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
He's back to throw. That's caught by the rookie, Nick Chubb. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Take Carradine in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looks a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Patriot. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Raiders, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.